It seems that sometimes a change is all you need, especially when you feel like you're living in a toxic environment. But that change shouldn't be just one that you can see in the mirror, but one that you can feel when you don't have mirrors around. After almost 20 years of living in my country, suffering from social anxiety, I choose to make a change. I made this change for myself, and it was the best thing I could do for discovering a brand new version of myself. I can say that to live, even for a short period of time, is liberating. Not because I was finding myself in a bad environment, but because I didn't feel like fitting in. Me there was like trying to play checkers with chess pieces. They still sit on black and white squares, but they don't play by the same rules. Solitude. I had moments when I was finding myself in a room full of people in my country, speaking my mother tongue, and I felt lonely and unheard. And I was talking and no one could hear me. So I stopped talking and I didn't talk anymore. I was just talking to myself only when I was alone. If I talked, I would feel weird. But now I feel weird if I don't talk. Now I'm alone and I don't feel lonely anymore. But I'm lucky enough not to be that often alone. Suffocating. Being alone on the street got me feeling like my heart was about to explode. I didn't like to go alone outside. I'd rather stay at home all day long without talking to anyone than going outside for 5 minutes alone. Now, if I'm alone for more than 5 minutes, I will probably get bored because I feel the need to talk to someone. Uncertainty. I was afraid of going anywhere alone. I was afraid of walking alone on the street at night without. What about traveling alone during nighttime? After the event that triggered my anxiety, I felt a lot of changes. It seemed to me that if I walked alone on the street, everyone would look at me as if they knew what happened. I felt kinda exposed in the spotlight in a negative way, actually. I felt like in a stupid show where I was the stupidest actor. I only wore neutral colors so as to get lost in the crowd, so as not to seek for attention. I'd rather stay at home than go out. And I remember that I was also obsessed with being in control and planning everything. And I did probably the best thing to myself regarding this matter while being here. I left for Vilnius with a backpack, with an umbrella, a black coat, some money, and with myself. And me, I left alone for a trip planned 2 hours before, and I left at 3 in the morning for a foreign country, just me, myself, and I, with a backpack, with an umbrella, a coat, and some money with which I never came back because I loved myself too much while I wasn't in control on a not beforehand planned trip. Destructive. You know, I have some memories from before I realized I have anxiety. In high school, I smoked, and I smoked quite a lot. And after I smoked, I would come home, but my family didn't know that I was smoking. And I still smoked, I kept on doing it. Cigarette after cigarette, and on the way home, I tried to hide that I had smoked. Now I go home and I'm alone, and nobody tells me not to smoke anymore. So why should I do it again? I quit it. Autophobia. I like to try fine alcoholic beverages back then, accompanied by not that fine guys. I was feeling cool even though I didn't drink for getting drunk. But here everything is as strong as vodka, and I don't like vodka. And I also don't need company anymore for enjoying a glass, since I feel like I'm fine enough for myself. Self doubt. I was wearing bold red lipstick just to hide my shyness and to integrate through the other perfect girls in my country, even though I was feeling that I wasn't perfect. But now, well, I still feel that I'm not perfect, but do I want to do something in this regard? Well, no. Now I took off my red lipstick since it smudges everywhere, because I like to wear white scarves around my neck and wrap my cheeks with them, and although the red lipstick looks good on me, I don't feel it necessary anymore. Concealment. Concealment. I love sunglasses. I have more than 10 pairs. Rather than investing in a psychologist, I'd invest in sunglasses, shopping therapy. Sunglasses which hit well the crying crisis, for which I should actually have gone to a psychologist. There were mornings when I wore sunglasses even if there wasn't sunny outside, so that my red eyes couldn't be seen. And in those moments, for others from the outside, I seemed so confident in myself, but I had cried because I couldn't be confident. Now, I don't need a psychologist. Well, I still need sunglasses, but only to hide my messy and uneven makeup after a whole night of partying.